Day of the year, sick and injured children go to Phoenix Children's Hospital in need of care. And today is Giving Tuesday. You have the power to give the gift of hope to children and their families. Tram Mynow is out there with more. Hello, Tram.
Hi, Troy. It is great to be out here at Phoenix Children's Hospital. At 12 News, we always love partnering with them every single year, especially on this Giving Tuesday, which we've been doing so for the past couple of years, a global event which encourages you to donate to your favorite organization or nonprofit or charity. So we hope you donate here. And I'm going to tell you why, because for the next 3 hours, you are going to hear and meet some incredible people and their stories and their children and the resilience that they have. So this playground is where a lot of these kids have physical therapy. And there were a number of kids when we got here about an hour ago setting up. And I happened to meet one mom here, Shauna, if I'm going to track her down. Shauna, here you are. So Shauna brought Hendrix. And Shauna's fairly new to the area. She's from Salt Lake City, Utah. Why did you decide to come here and get the care from Phoenix Children's Hospital?
My little guy has some lung issues, and the cold was causing lung problems, so we needed to find a place that was warmer. Yeah. But we also have to come to a place that has a higher quality medical care and close by.
So he has been loving it here. Yes, he has been playing and bouncing off all over the place, which is why he just captured my heart. And I just wanted to show him on TV and introduce our viewers to little Hendrix here. So cute. I also want to introduce you to another child who really has shown great strength in all of this. His name is Jax. He's 11 years old, and he has been coming here to PCH since he was just 8 days old. Here's his story.
Say hello. Hello.
Do it again.
Hello. Hello.
I got the chance to meet 11-year-old Jackson, known by his family and friends as Jax, and his mom Amber at Phoenix Children's Hospital, where they've spent a lot of time over the years.
He has Down syndrome and pediatric feeding disorder, but other than that, he's a very typical 11-year-old boy.
Jax told me what he likes to do.
Ball. We play ball, huh? Yeah.
Soccer. He plays Special Olympics golf and track. He swims.
And what he likes to eat.
Apple. Apple?
He also shared who two of his favorite people are.
Ollie and Summer.
His friends Allie and Summer, who are also his feeding therapists. You see, Jax has struggled with eating since birth. At just 8 days old, his family started their feeding journey.
We had our first failure to thrive. He wasn't eating, and so we came and got coached from PCH about just how to feed him and monitor and document everything. And then at 4 months old, we got our first feeding tube that helped us really be able to supplement what he needed.
That led them to working extensively with the GI department as well as the outpatient feeding therapist. Jax also had his heart repaired, and now he's on a 3-year monitoring basis.
The nurses and the doctors and the surgeon were just phenomenal, and he went home so strong, and he's so healthy afterwards, and just Dr. Nagro did a miracle work on his heart.
From here, Jax will need continued support for hearing, vision, and allergies.
We are so blessed to be able to live so close to PCH and get this kind of care, and knowing this is not short term. We've been doing this 11 years. This will be years. This will be our life.
During their visits to Phoenix Children's, it's incredible programs funded by donations that make all the difference, including the Child Life Specialists.
They came in and they set up a hospital room to look like something a baby would love. They had blankets and toys and colors and music.
The playground, the zone, a state-of-the-art play area, and the chapel.
Every time when we're coming for therapies, we come to the prayer room, and this is our routine. We pray, not that he's going to eat today, but just that we have joy and we have peace and balance.
Even his therapists utilize the playground.
To get him just more in tune with his body, so that's always part of it. And our big reward after our therapies or our appointments is the zone. PCH has established elements that break up what can be scary and hard moments to have joy kind of scattered throughout.
So kids like Jax and their families can continue to enjoy the fun things in life.
He's changing the world.
While reminding all of us to never take anything for granted and face the hard times head on.
What's on the table in front of you?
Knock, knock.
Who's there? In Phoenix, Trisha Hendricks, 12 News.
Is there an owl in there?
Trisha, thank you.
my God,
And now
you
I
got
want to
me.
introduce you to two very important people who really make a huge difference in Jax's life. This is Allie and Summer, and you guys are therapists. Tell me your role in helping Jax.
Yeah, so I'm Allie. I'm an occupational therapist. I help kids do what they want or need to do every day from the minute they wake up to the minute they fall asleep. So I also help Jax with feeding, and that's where I work with Summer so closely.
And you've been working with Jax for 3 years. You've been working with him for about a year, but you both work together as a team for him.
Yeah, I'm a speech therapist, which is a little bit confusing because I also do feeding. Feeding is something that Allie and I both share for Jax, and it's something that we both work on with him. So it's been a joy.
And I mean, you know, when you work with Jax, I'm sure you have seen quite a growth, right? Tell me how he's improved so much developmentally.
Absolutely. I think the change really happened when we started shifting our mindset when we were working with him. We really started thinking about quality of meals versus the quantity of food he eats during a meal. Working on relationship with mom and being trustworthy of her during meals, I think that's when we saw that shift. And ever since then, it's just been smooth sailing.
It's wonderful. I love the work that you do. Thank you so much for making such a huge difference. You know, a lot of times people just think about the surgeries and the operations that these kids endure. They don't think about the aftercare and all the therapy that comes along with it. So coming up in our next half hour, we're going to talk about a very special place. It's a spiritual care that a lot of these families will get during their time here at PCH. So we hope that you give on this Giving Tuesday. This is just one of very many examples that we're going to bring to you throughout the next 3 hours. Troy, back to you.
Yeah, Phoenix Children's does such great work. Awesome job out there, Tram. We'll see you later in the show.